What's up, guys? Derek checking back in here, and we just caught up with four-time WNBA champion and one of the greatest players to ever play the game, Sue Bird, for this episode of The Journey. Sue, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good. Thanks for taking the time to hang out with us for this episode of The Journey. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I have 3 photos of you from throughout different chapters of your basketball career. Okay. And then we also have a bonus question right for you at the end, so we'll jump into it. First one right here, what comes to mind?
Obviously high school comes to mind. Here's a kid that, grew up in one town her whole life, only to change high schools after her sophomore year. And I think what this picture represents is a resilience. It also represents the start of a foundation. When you go to Christ the King, you're exposed to great coaching, you're exposed to great competition, what it is to be a great player and what that standard is.
Sure.
And that was my first taste of that, so obviously it set me up to go on to college.
And speaking of college,
the
next one right here, what comes to mind here? Any memorable stories or moments?
Well, that's my senior year.
Right.
There is nothing better, than winning your senior year. I always say, regardless of what happens in your 4 years, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but when you win your senior year, you can walk off that court as a champion, as a winner. And it's not that other players don't have that experience, but being able to hold up that trophy in your final game is really special. You leave with, no stones unturned, no regrets. It feels really good, and that was the culmination of a lot, because I tore my ACL my freshman year. I never really got to even start before it got taken away.
Sure.
So to get to that point my senior year was really special.
And speaking of that next step in a championship pedigree.
Dang, she wins a lot, huh? Yeah. She looks like a winner.
She sure does, yeah.
No, this is obviously after we won our 4th championship in Seattle, but it was also the 2020 season, which is a really special season for so many reasons, both on and off the court. I don't think the kid you showed me in that first picture would ever have dreamed standing there with the WNBA trophy for her 4th time. So again, it's a testament not just to myself, but really to all the people I've played with, all the people that have impacted my life on and off the court. So that's one of my favorite pictures.
And you said the kid in the first photo wouldn't believe this, but right now in your current shoes, when you look back and you see all 3 of these photos, get a chance to just soak it all in, what goes through your mind?
I'm just really, satisfied and proud. Of course, listen, you're an athlete, you're going to have moments where you look back, you're like, I wish we would have won that game, or I wish we could have done that different. But for the most part, I feel like when it is all said and done, which is, slowly approaching, I can look back on my career and be really proud of, yes, the winning, I'll always cherish that, but also just how I was able to do it, how I was able to impact people's lives. Going through, like I said, hard times and how to persevere. Hopefully people can find inspiration in that. And just know I can look back on 20 plus years here and feel really proud about it.
And our last bonus question for you right here, what we have is we have the deck of cards here, all catered questions about your journey. So we're going to see what we get dealt here, okay? What was your welcome to the league moment? Well, that's pretty full circle right here.
It didn't happen quickly, but there was a moment where we were playing against the LA Sparks, and I found out after the game that, Michael Cooper, shout out Michael Cooper, put a little bit of a bounty on my head. He basically was willing to shell out some cash for anyone who stripped me. So that day, Nikki McCrimmon, she was a really good defender. She was tough, she had long arms. She got me a couple times, and I was kind of like, dang, you're all up on me, what's going on? I found out later. So there was my moment.
So did they go home with, did they get the...
I don't know, hopefully he paid her.
Okay.
Hopefully he paid her. I always say, I'm like, moments like that, I should be getting half anyways.
No, for sure. Well, Sue Bird, I really appreciate you taking the time. We wish you the best on this next chapter, but I know there's still business to get done this season, so thank you for joining us.